What's going on, everyone? Today we gotta talk about Phantom. So there's a lot going on with Phantom. I know y'all know about the Sonic. If you don't know about what's going on with Sonic and Phantom, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about this upgrade and why this is so important for Phantom. And we're also going to talk about where Phantom could possibly go in the near future. See, I already did a previous video talking about how Phantom was going to possibly reach $10 as a new price prediction for this bull market. But we're going to talk about where it could go in the near future, like maybe next week or the week after that, maybe next month. That's what we're going to talk about today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it. So, as you can see, Phantom is up 29.9%, pretty much 30%. Before I started this video, it was up 30% for the day. But yeah, this is huge. That's at 69 cents, 0.6972. Last 7 days, 66.4%. Last 14 days, 58.7%. Last 30 days, 90%. Last year, 62%. But what I want to focus on is the 29.9%, because I was actually looking at all these other prices for everything, and Phantom is significantly higher than everything else right now. Bitcoin, 3.3% in the last 24 hours. And remember, Phantom is at 29.9%. You got Ethereum, 2.2%. You got BNB, 1.5%. You got Solana 0.8%, and all these other ones, even Dogecoin, we're still above Doge. Doge is at 13.2% in the last 24 hours. Phantom 29. Oh, no, see, 30% now. There it is. All right, just waiting for that 0.1%. But yeah, Phantom being up that 0.1% now, which is now at 30%. So Phantom doing extremely well right there. And we got Phantom doing pretty good inside of every single time period. So, it's not bad right now. We're doing extremely well all over with Phantom. So, and if you look at everything else, everything else is doing decent, but it's just not doing as well as Phantom, right? Nobody else. Well, Pepe at 58.8%. Okay. We'll give it to Pepe. We'll give it to Bonk at 33.8%. But look at Phantom right here, 30.3%. So amazing. That's amazing. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over some good stuff. Now we're at 70 cents. So now we're getting even more bang for our buck. Phantom's going even crazier than what it was before. So 70.57, 0.7063 now. So yeah, it's going to keep going up. So let me stop looking at that before I get distracted here. All right, now let's go over Sonic. So for all the people that don't know about Sonic, Sonic is pretty much just an update to the network of Phantom, kind of like how Ethereum has its EIP net updates. All the updates that Ethereum does is almost just like that, but it's Phantom's version of doing the updates on here. So only difference is, they don't have to do any type of hard fork or anything like that. But let's kind of go over what they say about their frequently asked questions. So what is Phantom Sonic and what does it encapsulate? So Phantom Sonic is the name that covers the new Phantom technology stack. Essentially, it is the next iteration of the Phantom network with no hard fork required for the update. And a lot of these different upgrades require hard forks, so it's very cool that they don't. Now, it says existing smart contract services and tools on Phantom Opera should be fully compatible with mainnet Phantom Sonic. So, the launch of Sonic comprises three main components that scale Phantom to new heights, which is their FVM, which is a new virtual machine they have called the Phantom Virtual Machine, which increases our transaction throughput significantly while maintaining ultra short finality. Now they also have a new database storage, Carmen, which reduces the storage requirements by up to 90%, providing greater cost efficiency for validators and accelerating the foundation ability to deploy archive nodes from weeks to approximately 36 hours. So everything's becoming shorter, everything's becoming faster, and they're expanding their throughput. So there's a lot going on. This upgrade is pretty much replacing Phantom Opera. So it will be replacing Phantom Opera. And let's just kind of go over some of the stats here that we have. Sonic is anticipated to achieve beyond 2,000 transactions per second. That is extremely fast. That's the throughput we were talking about. Now the finality, Sonic offers 1 second finality, ensuring instant irreversible transactions. Super good as well. Sonic reduces storage requirements for the network by up to 90%. Super good as well. And as you can see here, these are the transaction speed. So everything's very, very fast, very, very efficient here. And yeah, it's definitely the way to go. So Sonic Phantom Sonic is going to be very, very, very good. And it's going to be way better than Phantom Opera. So definitely excited to see it. Now, this will help the price a lot. Obviously, we're not going to see the changes in the prices immediately, But people are gonna start noticing. All right, they're gonna start noticing that it's way better than before. But anyways, we are stuck at this resistance right here. This resistance at 72 cents we got rejected at. Right now we're at 0.7046. So I mean that's pretty good. I do believe we're gonna go a little bit further up this week. But what you do want to look for right now, we have a lot of stuff coming out for the United States. So we have the Fed Chair Jerome Powell doing his little testimony, and they're going to be doing the Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the unemployment rate. So that's what they're going to be announcing on the 8th. So we got to prepare for the 8th, and also on the 7th we got some stuff, or on the 6th actually. That's when he's going to be talking, doing his little thing on the 6th, the 7th. But yeah, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. Those are important days for the United States, and anything happening with the United States always affects the crypto market by a lot. So we'll see exactly what happens. I think we're going to be good, though. I think everything's going to be fine. Hopefully the crypto market doesn't drop. Hopefully he doesn't say nothing stupid that causes everything to crash, because if he does, then that's going to suck. But hey, we're doing extremely better than a lot of these other projects. So, I can't complain there. Now, where is Phantom going to go after that? Because remember, at the beginning of the video, we mentioned how we're probably going to go up higher, and I also mentioned how I'm going to do technical analysis for maybe a week after, or a month later, or maybe a few months later. So let's see where we could quite possibly go inside of those time frames. So first of all, in the next week, what could we do here with Phantom? Well, if you actually look at this resistance all the way up here, if we keep doing these type of numbers, like 30% numbers like that, like we can actually get up to this next Fibonacci retracement very easily. So if we keep having these big numbers like this, I mean, it's not far-fetched to say that we're going to get all the way up here at $1.20, because that's what we're looking at next. We are looking all the way up here. Really, it's $1.30, but the Fibonacci stops at $1.28, but we can round it to $1.30. But yeah, if we can pass this area here, we are going straight up to that resistance up there. And when I say straight up, I mean straight up. Like this, there's little to no resistance there. And let me actually show you why there's little to no resistance. We can go ahead and look at the daily chart here. That'll be a lot easier to look at. But remember before, if you look back here earlier, 2022 in April, when we were actually dropping down from our previous bull market, we had little to no support until we finally reached 73 cents. And the same thing was real when we pretty much came out of this area here. So actually, if you look at the Fibonacci here, the second we broke out, we went down immediately. But we had this little support here, so we had to come back up to it, hit this resistance, and then we went down below that support again. So that area is what I'm really paying attention to, because if you go down here and you look where we're at currently, if we can just get past that area, we'll probably shoot past that with flying colors and then go straight up to this area here. Have to pass this area here. If we don't get rejected, we keep going. Or if we do get rejected, we pull back down possibly to $1, or possibly to back down to like 70 or something cents, and then continue to work our way back up here, and then getting past that to $1.69, or we can just say $1.70. So really, we have to work on getting past this $1.30 area. But actually, we got to get past 72 cents. Let's just keep that 100 right now. Like we got to get past this resistance, because after this resistance, we have little to no resistance from 72 cents all the way up to $1.28. After we get past $1.28, we have little to no resistance up to $1.68. So that's what we're looking at right now. So if we can just do that, then we'll be good. And I would say in about a week, we could probably get up to $1.28 within a week. It's possible. It's possible. And if not, maybe 2 weeks. But like I said, it all depends on if we pass this level here. If we can pass this Fibonacci retracement here, we're gonna go fly past there with flying colors. But if we don't, we're gonna have a pullback, and we're gonna have to build that momentum so then when we can actually get past there. So we're gonna have to wait and see if we're gonna have enough momentum to keep going, because we already pumped by a lot here with Phantom. So you can't always expect things to just go up, 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 and only up. Sometimes things have to pull back. Now, if we are going to be looking at the RSI tells us a different story. And inside of every single technical analysis, you have to run both sides. You got to mention what happens if it's bullish. What happens also if it's bearish. We have to talk about both sides here. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But speaking on both sides of the story here, on both sides of the coin, if you really think about it, the RSI is actually crossing up here at the top, and the RSI has kind of topped out here. Now you can say, hey, the RSI topped out back here, and it kept going. The volume was going down, but even though the volume was going down, it was still mainly purchasing volume. So it didn't matter that the volume was going down, because purchases and buying was still happening. So the price kept going up, even though the volume dropped. So there's always, those weird moments. And then you can look right here on the RSI where you're seeing it crossing at the top. And then as the RSI, which is showing the volume is going down, you're seeing the price is going down. Well, that just means that buying volume started to go down, but most people were selling because they had all those gains. So they got all those gains, and then they were selling. As the volume was dropping, they were still selling. So that kind of explains that. Now, if the same thing happens again, where you look over here and people just got a bunch of gains, and now you see that we topped out here at the RSI, there's always the possibility that, the volume slows down a little bit, but the price still increases just by a little bit. And then when the RSI bottoms out down here and crosses, it just skyrockets in volume. And then boom, that could be what takes us to our next Fibonacci retracement. So there's always that possibility. And then there's also always the possibility that it's true to what it shows, and that as you see this volume dropping, you see the price dropping as well, because people are selling their gains. So, there's always two scenarios for every single thing in the crypto market. Anyone who tells you that something in the crypto market is 100% going to do this or that is lying to you. And yeah, you definitely shouldn't listen to them. Nobody can time the market. Nobody can predict exactly what's going to happen, but we can make decent educated guess, right? But we can never be 100% sure. So with that said, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think we're about to be bullish here or bearish? Do you think with the RSI here, do you think as the RSI pulls back down, do you think that's just going to show what it should be showing, that the volume's going down and that there's also selling happening? Or do you think it's going to be the other scenario where the RSI is going down and the volume is going down, but it's just that people aren't selling and they're just continuing to buy and buy? Even though the volume is going down, they're still buying rather than selling with that volume. So let me know what you guys think about that. This is all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. If you want these automated trading indicators with the momentum wave bands here, definitely check out the chart prime link in the description, because as you know, if we do pull back down and we get rejected, then our support where we're going to stop is going to be at the bottom of the momentum wave band, because that's where the support is. Definitely check out the chart prime indicators if you want to. Very good indicators. When it turns pink like this, it's pretty much just indicating that we're about to have a bullish movement here, because now we're breaking out of the momentum wave bands with even more buying potential. And as you can see here, it just started to turn pink, and then boom, it starts to pump. Now it has the potential to continue to pump from there, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, I'll be back with another video.